Chicago and this incredible person, she has always been an inspiration to me. She is among the most stunning individuals I have ever laid eyes on. Amazing heart. And dude, she's simply awesome. It appears that the moment things became serious, Common simply made his signature move and left Jennifer Hudson. Common boasted that Jennifer was his first priority in life and that they were stuck together, flaunting their romance in public. However, sources are speculating that the moment he proposed, everything changed. Because Common allegedly felt completely humiliated and accused her of wasting his time when J. Hud gave him a strong no. The crazy part comes next. This is coming from a man who has spent decades circling Black Hollywood. Angela Rye, Taraji P. Hennon, Serena Williams, Tiffany Haddish, and Erykah Badu. Common's past is filled with well-known ex-partners. But for some reason, he's out here pretending like he was the victim. But it's not keeping Jennifer up at night. She has been candid about the fact that marriage was never her ultimate ambition after going through a difficult divorce. And she wasn't going to disregard the warning signs that people had been pointing out to her if she ever considered saying, "I do" again. The true gag, according to those close to her, is that she's relieved rather than upset. Is this split final then? Or is there more tea on the horizon? No one truly anticipated this. Following the completion of the 2022 film Breathe Back, Jennifer Hudson and Common began to become close. When it comes to her romantic life, J. Hud is typically very discreet. She first made an effort to keep everything under wraps, but admirers aren't oblivious. As soon as they were seen together, people began to make connections. Jennifer attempted to downplay it by claiming that people were merely fabricating stories. "We even shot a film together," she added. "He portrayed my spouse. We occasionally had time to eat in between." As in, oh dude, that's getting in the way of my career, you know? And relationships like this aren't good for me. You know, when I'm in a relationship, I don't produce my finest records. Oh, you're one of those people who's not you. It's more like me. It's a cute excuse, but please. They were spotted together multiple times after the cameras stopped rolling, so everyone could see right through it. The worst part is still to come. In order to support her at the premiere of her show, A Strange Loop, Common really boarded an aircraft and traveled all the way to London. Be honest, all of it isn't done for a movie companion. Friendship isn't like that. That's the beginning of romance. Both of them continued to deny it despite all of these hints, pretending that nothing was visible. But the act has to stop eventually. Common dropped the bombshell at the Jennifer Hudson performance. Officially, they were a couple. Furthermore, she asked him directly, "Are you dating anyone?" The reality could no longer be concealed at that point. Therefore, everyone believed that this was set in stone when Jennifer eventually came out and revealed her relationship to the public. It seemed as though wedding bells would soon be ringing. Nor was Common Man himself concealing it. He was very apparent that J. Hud was more than a passing fancy. He even openly stated that she was the lady he truly wanted to marry if he ever did. It appears like Common simply did what he always does. Here's the twist, though. While some admirers were rejoicing, others quickly remarked that Jennifer ought to calm down. Why? Because Common's romantic history has not been stable. People noted that when things start to become heavy, the man has a history of dipping. Common has already said that he is attracted to strong, well-known women who are successful in their own right. Additionally, he has acknowledged that he is addicted to the honeymoon period. Everything is fine, the excitement, the fun, the attention, until the topic of marriage or true commitment comes up. He usually bounces at that point. Examine his relationship with Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany wasn't amenable to his attempts to pretend that their split was amicable and reciprocal. "That was just a one-sided split," she scolded him. She was abruptly dumped over the phone. Just think of how frigid that relocation would be. Jennifer Hudson had every reason to exercise caution if history was repeating itself. Because let's face it, she might have been the next well-known woman to be caught off guard by Common's disappearance. And that's precisely what caused others to look down on this entire romance. Because Jennifer Hudson obviously overestimated how deeply ingrained Common's habits are if she believed she would be the one to ultimately change them. The movie industry remembers the man's reputation. From the beginning, she was being warned by online fans. He enjoys the chase, not the commitment, according to others. Common treats relationships like auditions, according to others, who brought up old receipts of his previous liaisons. He just cuts the scene when the role no longer fits his screenplay. Furthermore, it is impossible to overlook the fact that numerous strong women have traveled this same path alongside him, only to be caught off guard and devastated. You know, every woman I've dated, because it's all love between them. However, bro, this is a really lovely and healthy relationship. I'm just trying my hardest to put God first, communicate, and take all I've learned about myself as a person, including the failures I've had in relationships, to heart. In addition to using all the therapy and understanding that man, I'm taking that, learning from it, and growing from it. It also allows me to enjoy moments and the fact that life is about embracing the grace that exists rather than trying to avoid it. This person is the one to whom I would marry if I were to get married. Whoa. Whoa, it's as easy as that. Jennifer, meantime, was taking risks like never before. This woman persevered through hardship, rebuilt her profession, and gave it her all. She was embracing her affection, not trying to hide it. However, because of her fragility, rumors circulated that she was exposing herself to disappointment. We've seen Common repeat those exact words with Tiffany, Serena, and Erica before. So when he began gushing in interviews about how this feels different and how Jennifer was the genuine deal, it only intensified the topic. Each time it's like déjà vu. Insiders were already wondering, was Jennifer about to become another chapter in Common's book of famous heartbreaks? Even if the romance appeared to be picture perfect on the surface. Here's the actual deal though. As it happens, we didn't even need to worry about Jennifer hurrying into anything because she flatly refused the proposal that was made to her. Everyone was taken aback when this man, who has been known as a Hollywood playboy for decades, allegedly produced a ring. However, instead of the idyllic yes moment, Jennifer threw him a curveball that no one anticipated. Common was dead serious, according to sources. In order to demonstrate that he was at last prepared to settle, he wanted to lock Jennifer down. However, Jennifer was unable to dismiss her suspicions. She is aware of his history with women. And let's face it, he doesn't suddenly lose his reputation for bouncing when things become too real and relishing the limelight. According to insiders, she thought that despite his charming assurances, he was still holding on to that playboy wave. Not to mention that Jennifer has been here previously. Most significant aspects of my life during my entire journey: the relationship, collaboration, life partnership, and simply the connection that Byron has with someone who is as gifted, talented, and soulful as he is, capable of doing all these things, and one of the best vocalists of all time. And this unadulterated artist, dude. She is a unique artist, but having someone who is the most significant factor in a relationship is like having equal yoke. You. She vowed she would never put herself in that predicament again after her 9-year engagement to David Otunga. Despite his past, Common Men convinced Jennifer he was in this for keeps, according to one insider. She understands what it's like to give it your all and yet come up broken, so her response was icy. The last thing she needed after enduring that previous drama was to be in danger of experiencing another heartbreak. Common was not pleased at all with the refusal. He was reportedly humiliated. He genuinely believed that an announcement and festivities would mark the end of the evening. Instead, he felt irritated, ashamed, and angry at those close to him for being taken by surprise when Jennifer refused. He believed that they were completely in agreement regarding marriage. However, Jennifer made it apparent that she would not be coerced into making another error. Fans are really delighted that Jennifer Hudson refused to be simply another name on Common's lengthy list of ex-partners, despite the fact that their romance ended. Do you have a partner? Music. Indeed, I am in a relationship with one of the most stunning individuals I have ever encountered. She is also intelligent. She has a deep affection for God. She exudes a genuine, grounded quality. She is talented, but I had very high expectations for her since she needed to have an ego. She claimed that her first film had to win an Oscar. I had big expectations. She needed a talk show of her own. Oh, I see. Well, all right. According to reports, Common believed he had finally decided on his retirement strategy, but Jennifer wasn't going to go for that. Rather than risking her serenity on someone who isn't able to stay in a relationship, she made the wise decision to defend her peace. Too much has happened to Jennifer to waste time on a maybe. The last thing she wants is to jeopardize all of her life.